Hi, it's Stephen here from Set of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 2 of the November daily draw. So we start the weekend. Let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from Dugan's Wishes Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. It's the Two of Cups. Interesting. Two of Cups. About that connection again with others, spiritually, emotionally, building relationships of various kinds. This shows like a hand fasting, which is like the pagan sort of marriage sort of ceremony. So this is like a coming together of of two people committing themselves to one another. This is more like a wedding, a marriage, of that kind of intimate, close, relationship between two people. And it can be that. It can be that. So, is anyone out there getting engaged or got a wedding planned or thinking about it, wondering if it's time to make that commitment? This card may be saying maybe you need to think about it. So the energy is there for that. But also, this doesn't have to be romantic. It's just that it comes before, to me, it comes, we have the Three of Cups, which is about like a community, a group sort of connection and having fun together and celebrating. Sometimes celebrating in this particular marriage commitment, perhaps, or whatever. But that can be more in a broader sense. This is more, to me, of a soul-to-soul connection. Do you have someone that you can confide in? Do you have someone that understands you and you understand them? There's that level of connection of a common bond and being able to have fun and celebrate together in a group setting, which is the three. But there's also, this is down to this, the Two of Cups is more, to me, is it's a stronger bond than that. It's a different kind of bond between two people, a partnership of some kind that's tied by a love for something, the same thing. They've got a love for the same thing that binds them together. This core here that's part of the hand fasting that binds them together in with their hands together. They've got a common purpose that comes from the heart. Their hearts are entwined into something. So it doesn't mean necessarily, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a partnership, a business partnership even, but one that is more than financially orientated. I mean, every business is, to some degree, it has to be profitable and be able to survive, but its main motivation is not profit-centered. It's not even idea-centered. It's more heart-centered, a heart-centered venture or commitment shared by a partnership that shares those ideals and, has that intertwined connection. And it doesn't have to be exactly in the same way, but has at its core a common purpose. But the core can be wrapped slightly differently and probably complementary, so that they become a stronger unit together by that partnership. So this is about forming alliances and partnerships with people that are that we connect with on a heart-to-heart basis rather than on a mind-to-mind basis. It's not just sharing ideas, it's sharing values and beliefs and feelings about certain things. The way that we go about achieving those things may be slightly different, and that's good, because that's what we may bring different qualities to that partnership, which strengthens the overall energy of that venture and that purpose. So that's why we need to be careful about who we align ourselves. We need to find people like that. Do we have that in our lives? Do we have someone, or do we have people in our lives that we can share? We could have different relationships like this with different people, but it has to be that heart-based, close connection of a shared common core center that is intertwined, that's what knits them together. And that's what's important, building these valuable relationships. And anybody that's seen my video on the November month ahead spread for this year, which I was trying something new, and goes to look, if you haven't seen it, go and look at it. And in the context of these daily draws, this does fit in with that, because one of the cards was the Three of Cups, about building relationships and focusing on the positive relationships and building connections with others, rather than focusing on other petty things that don't matter and that is not really important. I'm going to really go into it. I'll go into that more in that month ahead reading, but this does echo that. So maybe it is, and the fact that we have another Cups card, it's about what we feel at our heart, at our deepest core of our inner connections with one another and with ourselves. That's the important, to where we can grow together. That's what we need to be focused on. So that just echoes that. Okay, let's see which Oracle card we get to go with that. Star Ancestor says to us, follow the voice of your soul. And it's that soul connection. Let the voice of your soul give you the guidance you need. This is more, to me, from the month ahead spread, and I know it's only day 2, but the general theme so far seems to be emerging of, we're focusing on the deep inner stuff, the quality of our spiritual and emotional life, and not getting distracted by the petty trivialities of life. Something that really is more meaningful at the core. That seems to be, so far, the message, and I believe continues to be the message with these cards today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 3. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.